Hello, good morning. This is Lila in Hawaii. I haven't been around much lately. I've been at the beach. It's been too hot to work, so I've been goofing off. Anyway, I was making a few things, and they're really old-fashioned, nothing new, but maybe my take on them is a little bit different than someone else's. First of all, I'm very happy to have received this lace. It's a meter of it, and it's from Burano in Venice, Italy. My daughter went to the island, and it's one of the islands in Venice Bay, I think. Haven't been there myself, but it's the lace island anyway, with all the painted houses and things. So she said she bought me a meter of this lace that they make there. So that was lovely. Really appreciate that. I've been making some just to store things really, but I will probably put them in my shop. But the 8-pocket folders, and I know they're been around forever, and everyone has their own take on them, but maybe mine's a little bit different. Anyway, the first one I would like to show you is this one, and there are 8 pockets. So I closed it. I went ahead and I actually, here's some more. I went ahead and I put these in some solution to rust them. So, you know, like safety pins, paper clips, and that kind of stuff. Comes in handy because they really do need to be held together once you stuff them. And you can stuff them as much as you like. So this one, I'll show you first of all when it's open. There it is. And there's still this. There's a rusted paper clip holding it together there. Doesn't need to be there, but it just... So when I'm putting it together, I put it like so. Except in this case, I tied a little piece of lace on the paper clip there. Okay. So the 8 pockets, in case you are not familiar with it, are 2, 1, 2, 3 under here, 4, 5 under here, 6, what am I missing? 7 there, which is this one there, and 8, which is the reverse. So I made a lot of tags for them, and ephemera and that sort of thing, and different. This one is more sort of vintage, I would say, and so the tags have, you know, word on them. And I cut the words out of a French book, and then a little piece of lace or something. This is the front of it, and then I punch a hole with that crocodile thing, or crocodile I think it's called. Oh dear. And then thread some yarns through for decorations. So that's the first one. Got all kinds of things I stuff them as full as I can, and I really have not stuffed these as full as they can be, but I thought I'd leave it like that so I can show you. So I wanted this to be sort of like vintage photos, and that's the theme of it. I love making these. Oh, I was going to mention, when I make the vintage photos, I print them off on the computer, and then when I put them together, I put them on a dark colored background, and I always decal the edge. So I've got decal scissors, and I just decal the edge, and it makes it look like a photo, and in some cases it looks like a stamp. So let me put that back. Let's see, put that back there. And then this, of course, is going to go and do this here. So that's that. And then another one, got a lot of it. Well, let me show you this one first. If you use material, in other words, cardstock or paper, that's double-sided, it looks like this. In other words, you don't see the white. For example, in this one, you could see the white, so I dabbed it here and there just to coordinate. I dabbed it with some ink. But if you don't care for that, you can use double-sided paper, but I must say it's a little heavier to work with. And the other thing I do, I always cut out a little half a circle so it's easier to open. So this one would be done with some old double-sided paper. The rest of them, I usually do not use that because I find it's easier to fold them if they're not double-sided. So here's another one. This one is a different style altogether. And this one is double-sided. And I put one of those, I don't know what those are called, but those clips on there that I rusted. So that comes off. And then inside it looks like that. So it doesn't have the white showing. But it has, again, it has vintage photos. Lots of those. Lots of them in all the different areas here as well. Let's see, what have I got? I often use them for storage. They're great. I just shove everything in there. So it's ready for when I want to work on them. Put some lace or some inking or something. And this little one, I haven't finished this yet, but it's just one sheet of paper, sort of like this one that I'm going to show you in a minute. And again, I've punched a hole here and I've put some seam binding. And then it has a rusted one of these thingies, whatever they are. And then, of course, lots and lots of stuff like this. And in this case, I've pretty much finished them. I'm not going to adorn them anymore, but I deckled the edge. They're printed onto cardstock and deckled the edge, and then I've gone around the edge with a ink, brown ink. So that's this one. And then when it folds together, it's like that, and I'm planning on putting more things inside this just to show you. So if you want to see how to do them, oh, by the way, I've got a little box here that I keep my things I'm working on, some ephemera, words, flowers that I may have made, and trims, and just the things I'm working on currently. Nothing that's targeted for a particular thing, but it's just actually when I'm working I just sort of throw the bits in there, and then when I really am searching for something, I think, oh yeah, okay, there's a tassel, I could use that, or maybe here's a little flower I made or something like that, or something I cut off a doily, or a yo-yo. I like to use yo-yos, those are great, and especially when the yo-yos are made from old organdy or something, they're really cool. Okay, so that's that. So I'm going to put all those, and I'll show you how you fold it, but you probably can find out easy without me showing you, and I may not be showing you the best way. So here we go. So the first thing is you fold the paper in half. Has to be a square, and this is that 12 by 12 inch square. And then you fold the sides into the center, but not quite to the center. Not quite. About 1/8 of an inch or so less than the center. And of course a bone folder's nice. And here's the other one. Not quite into the center. There we go. Okay. And open them up again. And you're going to now fold the 4 corners into this line. And I don't quite meet because it doesn't fit so well if it goes right over it. So just like 1/8 of an inch or 1 millimeter or so. So you fold the 4 corners in like so. You all know how to do this. Maybe there's another way of doing it that's easier too. I don't know. Okay, so that's that. So now you've got this. And all you need to do now is turn it this way and fold one of the ends to where it's like that. Just a little bit below that V. Just just a wee bit. Unfold that with your bone folder. My finger's my bone folder. And then this is going to come over, and it's going to go inside and make the 8 pockets. So the next thing to do is to take that and that and just push it till it's right up. And then use your bone folder fingers again. So this, it can be the outside like so, with all your pockets here. That can be the outside, or that can be the outside that way. And that way you have all the pockets. You have 1, 2 there. You have 1, 2 there. And then here you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's your 8 pockets. I sometimes do them this way. Sometimes, generally I tend to do this because that gives me a space to put a motive there, or words, or something really nice. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is Lila signing out from tropical Hawaii. Goodbye.